What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about teles. Who doesn't love teles? Like, if you don't like a tele, well, I don't know what to tell you because they're amazing. So today we're going to talk about teles. This is my American Vintage 2, and it has our flat 6 Telecaster pickups in it. It's a freaking awesome guitar. I love this guitar. But over the years, people have been asking me for something a little different. This is our new Widowmaker Telecaster set. Before we get started, we'll get this right out of the way. This is the Somnium guitar, and the cool part about this is we can swap out pickups. So that is actually what I use to test pickups in. And so this is our new set of Widowmaker pickups. These might very closely resemble a set of pickups that you might have seen in the past from another company with very large magnets. They are different, however, because the magnet length is different, the wind count is different. There's some few little different things here. But what I really like about them is they are a little darker and a little hotter without being muddy. So one of the things with sort of darker pickups where you really want to like drive the amp harder, they tend to get a little flat. A lot of times what will happen is you'll add a lot of wind count to make a pickup quote unquote hotter, and it will make it sort of dead sounding, if that makes sense. They are really super fun. They're going to push your amp harder. They're wound about this. It's funny. They're wound about the same wind count wise, but we use a little different wire and obviously very different magnets. But they work. They're just super fun. So if you have a Telecaster that you want to push harder, these are the jam. You know, I was wondering, I don't know that I've ever gotten around to doing this. Let's try something. Let's take these pickups out. that's kind of interesting. Let's go for the full backwards Telecaster experience. How about that? Just because we can. That's sort of funny, playing it backwards. Anyway, what I really dig about these, like I said, is the idea that you can go ahead and push the amp harder without getting muddy. For those of you that have followed the channel for a long time, you'll know that I just really, really care about clarity. It's just a thing. I just can't stand muddy tone. And a lot of times, just because of the way pickups work, the biggest thing people want to do is they just want to pile wire on, right? So that's the K. So that's the resistance of the wire. So they want to say, well, I want to, if I have an 8K pickup, I want it to be 10 because I just want it to be hotter. But just what happens is, well, if you watch the Paul Reed Smith pickup video with Rick Beato lately, that's actually a really good video. He talked about how that EQ curve moves around when you make little changes like that. And that's a pretty big change. And so what'll happen is it'll flatten everything out on the top. You'll lose clarity. It'll sort of squish the mid-range, and it just won't sound very Tele-ish anymore. Plus, the more you drive it, the more it'll muddy up. Like if you put an overdrive pedal and just really shred with this thing, it'll just sort of turn into mush. Where this doesn't do that. And I just really, really like it. Now, here's the thing. Turn the volume down a little bit. So, just with 8 to 10 on the volume, completely different guitar, which is really, really fun. That's another thing that you sort of lose if you just pile wire onto pickups. So you kind of have to look at the entire design holistically and kind of start over, which is what these are. The reason we call them the Widowmaker, for those of you that might not know, our flat 6 pickups, and a lot of our pickups actually, are named after motorsports and power sports stuff because I'm kind of a gearhead. And so, of course, the flat 6 pickups are named after an engine. And the Widowmaker was a car in the 80s that was a nickname that was given to a car in the 80s that had a flat 6 in it. That was a little harder to handle than the normal one. And so I thought, you know, it'd be kind of fun. It's just kind of a fun name. So that's why we call them the Widowmaker, because they are based actually on a Porsche 911 from the middle 80s. That was hotter. That did all the things that a normal one did, but it just did more. And it just gave you a little different dimension. So if you want your Telecaster to just be more, I think these are it. Because you don't have to give up what the Telecaster is with, you know what I mean? Like it, okay, are they a compromise? Yeah, obviously, because it doesn't sound exactly like a traditional Tele, but at the same time, you don't really have to give up that traditional Tele sound to have more. And I'm really excited about it. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. This is kind of a wacky guitar to do it in. Doesn't seem to stay in tune very well, so sorry about that. I don't know why. I didn't design the guitar. I just use it for testing. But anyway, yeah, so this is really, really cool. These are available now on the website. You can pick them up. You can go to the link right. Actually, there should be right about here, I think. Somewhere. There's going to be a little box, and you can scan that if you're watching on a TV or something. And you can go straight to the website, and you can buy these pickups. And they are constructed the exact same way that a regular Telecaster pickup is constructed, with the steel base plate on the bottom with all the normal stuff. It comes all the normal same way, drops in the same way. There's no difference. You don't have to worry about anything. It'll go straight into your Telecaster. And there you go. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, you guys. I just wanted to show you this. I think these are really, really fun. And this is a really cool way to get a hotter Telecaster pickup without having to compromise. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in the next video. Do me a favor, like and subscribe. Go down there and hit the Patreon, whatever, all that stuff that we do. Links in the description for everything that we use on this channel. And we'll see you in the next video.